Free Britney is a reality at last.
Britney Spears says that she decided to go along with her conservatorship for one big reason, and the reason is sadder than you might think.
I've been in the conservatorship for 13 years.
In her memoir titled The Woman in Me, Britney Spears reveals that she initially agreed to her conservatorship for a crucial reason, and that was her children.
That is enough for me. I can't do that. I don't do that.
She shares sons Sean Preston and Jaden with her ex-husband Kevin Federline, and following their public breakdowns as well as their divorce in 2008,
Britney Spears and Kevin Federline went their separate ways.
She temporarily lost custody of her kids, which led to her decision to just go along with the conservatorship.
What am I going to do now that the conservatorship's over with?
A California judge then placed Britney under a conservatorship controlled by her father, Jamie Spears, and that would go on for the next 13 years.
Britney Spears, as a judge, finally rules that after 13 years, her conservatorship is no more.
And then when we take a look in her book, Britney Spears wrote these words: "Because I played by the rules, I was reunited with my boys." And honestly, who wouldn't go along with it at that point? Especially if you were in her situation. Like, those are your children, right? And I can only imagine how hard it must have been to be faced with losing access to your children just like that and not really being able to do anything about it. So I 100% get why Britney wouldn't want to resist or fight against the conservatorship. She had to just play the part, follow the rules, or else.
I'm a Sagittarius. I'm very keen on freedom.
Britney goes on to describe the conservatorship as something that stripped away her control over everything in her life. And her father, Jamie, literally managed her diet, her hairstyle, her career, as well as every other aspect of her life. And there was also something very surprising that Britney wrote in the book, and it just goes to show you how much of a strained relationship she and her father actually had, even before the conservatorship. This is what Britney wrote: "Even though I begged the court to appoint literally anyone else, and I mean anyone off the street would have been better, my father was given the job." So for her to say that about her own father, that's just wild. As much as Jamie has said in the past that he did all that he could do for Britney because he thought it was the best thing to do for her, he said this over the years, it still makes you wonder what he really was like with Britney behind closed doors. Like, hearing about how he treated her is one thing, but she's the one who personally lived out the nightmare of her conservatorship and had to deal with her father behind closed doors. Judge Brenda Penny released Britney eventually from her conservatorship in November of 2021 after emotional testimonies about the abuse that she suffered under it. And since gaining her freedom, Britney has traveled, she remarried, but has since separated from her husband. She's reclaimed her social media and even wrote a book. Britney now cherishes freedom as the ability to just be herself, as well as make mistakes and learn from those mistakes.
Be strong and be you.
She then went on to say this: "Freedom means I don't have to perform for anyone, on stage or off stage. Freedom means that I get to be as beautifully imperfect as everyone else. And freedom means the ability and the right to search for joy in my own way, on my own terms." After several leaked anecdotes, including the disclosure about her unexpected pregnancy and deciding to not have the baby with her ex-boyfriend Justin Timberlake back in the year 2000, Britney did clarify that she didn't intend to offend anyone with her candid revelations in her memoir. Over on her Instagram, this is what Britney said about her intentions behind the book. "Hopefully I can enlighten people who feel particularly alone in most cases, or hurt or misunderstood. Again, my motive for this book was not to harp on my past experiences, which is what the press is doing, and it's dumb and silly. I have moved on since then."
Have I ever kissed a girl? Yes, I have kissed a girl, and her name is Madonna.
Yeah, I think the kiss may cause controversy. Did I hear about it? I lived it.
How could it hurt you when it looks so good?
Britney Spears has revealed the truth behind one of the most iconic moments of her career.
You know what? This is seriously something I've dreamt about since I was a little girl. I cannot believe this just like freaking happened. I'm like on a very major high right now. I feel very cool.
Kiss Me Baby One More Time. Britney Spears and Madonna recreate that iconic kiss from the 2003 MTV VMAs.
Inside of her memoir, Britney Spears revisited the iconic moment when she kissed Madonna at the 2003 MTV Video Music Awards, taking readers back 20 years. When we read in her book, The Woman in Me, Britney shared that she thought of the kiss idea just before performing with Madonna and Christina Aguilera. Literally, it was just something that popped up in her brain.
No, seriously, it was amazing. It was awesome. I feel very blessed and it was awesome.
So what she aimed to do was to top when she revealed a sparkling nude suit during her 2000 VMAs performance when she was performing Oops, I Did It Again. So she was like, what can I do to top it? Oh, a kiss. And this is how Britney Spears explains it in her book.
I was sitting on the side of the stage about 2 minutes prior to the performance and reflecting on my biggest performance to date, which took place at the VMAs.
When I pulled off a suit to reveal a sparkly outfit, I thought to myself, I want a moment like that again this year. With the kiss, should I just go for it?
Spears asserts that while Madonna, Christina Aguilera, and the three of them were rehearsing their performance of Like a Virgin, they always gave an air kiss.
And of course, Britney clearly didn't hold back. She went for it. She and Christina Aguilera both kissed Madonna during their performance of Like a Virgin. And it was a moment that remains iconic in music award show history.
In her biography, The Woman in Me, Spears is now revealing new details about how the kiss came to be.
In her memoir, Britney also recognized how the kiss became a timeless pop culture moment that still is discussed by people to this day. From there, Britney then made these comments.
A lot was made of that kiss, the author writes. Madonna was questioned by Oprah about the matter.
A lot was made of that kiss. Oprah asked Madonna about it.
Spears goes on to explain how the kiss came to represent an entire generation in popular culture.
The kiss was treated as a huge cultural moment, Britney kissing Madonna, and it got us both a lot of attention. Also, nearly 2 decades after their iconic kiss at the MTV Video Music Awards, Britney Spears and Madonna, they recreated the moment at Britney's wedding to her now estranged husband, Sam Asghari, in June of 2022.
Madonna locking lips with Britney on the dance floor, which is taking us back to the early 2000s, when the pair had that infamous kiss at the 2003 MTV Video Music Awards.
When we read through Britney's memoir, she shares stories from her life in her own words.
Throughout her book, Spears frequently acknowledges Madonna's significance as a mentor and role model for her early in her career.
And she often writes about Madonna, who she considers to be a great inspiration from the early days of her career.
She claims that collaborating with her meant going along with Madonna's ideas and being on her time for days, when they collaborated on the song Me Against the Music in 2003.
Here's what Britney had to say about Madonna specifically. Going along with Madonna's ideas and being on her time for days was what it meant to collaborate with her. It was an important lesson for me, one that would take a long time for me to absorb. She demanded power, and so she got power. She was the center of attention because she made that the condition of her showing up everywhere. She made that life for herself. I hoped I could find ways to do that while preserving the parts of my nice girl identity that I wanted to keep.
The divorce between Britney Spears and her estranged husband, Sam Asghari. Sam was allegedly secretly working with her father, Jamie Spears, to give him details about her life and keep her in her conservatorship.
Britney Spears thinks that her ex-husband, Sam Asghari, was secretly cooperating and working with her estranged father, Jamie, and giving him information to support her 13-year conservatorship. Like, this is wild, guys.
Britney Spears and Sam Asghari separated after more than 14 months of marriage.
Sam filed for divorce divorced from Britney in August of 2023, just a little over a year after they got married.
A source close to the pop star has now claimed that she began having serious doubts about the relationship long before they officially split.
But someone close to Britney now says that she had started having serious doubts about their relationship well before they officially ended it. A source within the Spears family says Britney became suspicious that Sam, who she started dating 5 years before her father's control over her ended, might have been sharing personal details about her life with her father, Jamie. And this is what Insider had to say. Britney has reason to believe that Sam was secretly working with her dad, Jamie, since early on in their relationship.
Sam would supply information to Jamie that would help keep her locked up in the conservatorship.
In exchange, Sam was given access to her and her money.
Britney now feels like Sam was being deceitful all along.
Britney now feels like Sam was being deceitful all along.
Britney and Sam first struck up a romance in 2016 after meeting on the set of her music video for her song Slumber Party.
Less than 2 months after meeting on set of her Slumber Party music video, Sam and Britney, they made their relationship official on Instagram in December of 2016. And back then, Britney's father had complete control over her money, her job, as well as her daily life. Even though Britney was mainly surrounded by her dancers and people from her career, Sam was embraced by Britney Spears' family, who were very distant from her at the time. And he even joined them on family trips and outings. However, according to a source, their marriage started to struggle over time. And this source reveals that
Britney's unhappiness actually prompted her to pull away from the marriage months before Sam officially filed for divorce.
So there's a whole lot going on in the background there. And I'm pretty sure that we're not gonna know the full scope of everything that was actually happening in that relationship. Nevertheless, the source specifically had this to say. Britney was done with Sam months ago and was very unhappy.
There were plans in place to set Sam up with his own place and give him money to live
on so that it would be amicable. So guys, for a long time, not much was known about Britney's conservatorship. However, in June of 2021, she revealed distressing information during a deposition in a Los Angeles court. In addition to having some disturbing claims being made of mistreatment by her father, she also disclosed that the conservatorship stopped her from marrying Sam. And she explained that she was made to use IUD devices to avoid becoming pregnant. So yeah, Britney has been through a lot, guys. And to think that Sam had something to do with it to kind of pressure her or in a way manipulate her to stay under the conservatorship somehow. Don't necessarily know exactly how he was doing it, but man, that is just sad. And Britney's fans want to know, will she ever get a break?